Hi family, welcome to Winnie's School of Elegance. I have another amazing episode for you all, and in today's episode we're going to be talking about 15 things an elegant person should never do in public. And even in private, if I'm being honest. Before we go into the video, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now would be a very good time for you to join the family. On this channel, we talk about everything leveling up and being the best version of yourself. And we have so many more to share with you on the channel. So it'd be nice to join the family. And of course, if you have learned anything from the channel in the past, it would be nice for you to share the links to this video or the links to this channel with your family members and your friends so that we can have more people join the community and level up and begin their level up journey as well. All right, without further ado, let's get right into the video of today. Now, before I go on to tell you the 15 things that an elegant person should never do in public or private, I'm going to first define who an elegant person is. I put down here that an elegant person is a person who is refined, graceful, and stylish in appearance and in every aspect of their lives. Now, elegance is graciousness, confidence, and poise in action. And I like to think of an elegant person as one who is living the best version of their lives. An elegant person is usually considered of others respectful, honest, confident, responsible, highly intelligent, and mature. And an elegant person doesn't behave poorly in public. The crudeness in the world today is super duper alarming, and people not caring a thing about their behaviors and attitude in public is making the world such a toxic place. I definitely believe that the world is in more need of loads and loads of elegance. Like I always say, just like anything else, an elegant lifestyle can certainly be developed, and I'm sure that that's why you are on this channel currently watching this video. So what are 15 things that an elegant person should never ever do in public? The first thing on my list is an elegant person never ever fights in public, whether verbally or physically. No matter what or no matter how aggravated a situation gets, you never lose your calm, you never lose control and get to a point where you're fighting someone else, either physically or verbally. The best thing you can do is what? Walk away from the situation, especially when it is getting intense and really aggravated. If you haven't watched the video on how to deal with rude and disrespectful people, I think that this is the time for you to go and watch that video so that you know how to handle different classes or groups of people. Because in your life's journey, you will definitely come across people who are rude, mean, and disrespectful to you. You don't want to engage in that negative attitude or negative behavior. You want to know exactly what to do. So go watch that video, and no matter what happens, no matter how much anyone has gotten your anger level to a peak or the maximum level, do not ever fight in public. It's very crude. It's unacceptable. An elegant person never ever fights in public. Okay? The second point that I've put down here on my list is an elegant person is never rude or crass with words to anyone, regardless of who they are. An elegant person never talks anyone down, regardless of who these people are. So whether they're people who matter to you or people who don't matter to you. So for example, you go to a restaurant and you have the people who are waiting on you and serving you, like the waiters, the door tenders, the bartenders, and you think that it's okay for you to be rude to such people because in your mind you feel like they're adding no value to you and then they're beneath you. No. An elegant person sees everyone as equal and valuable to society, regardless of whatever their role may be. So whether a person is important in your life or is not important in your life, an elegant person treats everyone with respect and is not rude to anyone. Again, if you haven't watched the video on how to deal with disrespectful people, this will be the time to go and watch that video, just in case you are the disrespectful person that needs to change your ways. So an elegant person is never rude, an elegant person is never crass, an elegant person is never crude, most especially with their words towards others. The third point that I've put down here on my list is an elegant person doesn't swear or use profane words. An elegant person is always polished. So words like this: or this, or this. You get what I mean now, right? No matter what the situation is, curse words or profane words or offensive words should never ever come out of your mouth. Don't ever insult anyone. Don't ever downgrade anyone with your words. It's absolutely wrong for an elegant person to be caught using words that are very tacky. I think tacky is the word that I would use here. Okay? So, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you want to use a swear word or a curse word, observe some self-restraint, observe self-control, hold yourself in, and instead just zip it. Okay? The next point that I've put down here is an elegant person never shows lack of confidence. Now, confidence is the bedrock and the foundation of an elegant lifestyle. So if you truly want to be termed an elegant person, you definitely want to go and work on your confidence skills. And that's why the episode on how to build self-confidence was one of the first episodes, I think the second episode that we shared on the channel, and I made that so because I know that we would be going back a lot to confidence. Elegance is simply all about confidence. So if you do not know how to be truly confident in yourself, you cannot really be termed an elegant person. An elegant person is confident in themselves. They're confident in how they speak. They're confident in what they look like, how they talk, they're just very confident. Even when they're saying nonsense, they're confident in that nonsense that they're saying. A truly confident person never shows a sign of lack of confidence. Just in case you want to build your confidence and you don't know where to start, I think you should start by watching that video on how to build your self-confidence. I'm going to put the link in the description box down below so that you can watch and see or learn how you can build your self-confidence so that you can be termed a truly elegant person. The next point on my list is an elegant person never looks unkempt or disorganized. Regardless of your budget or what you have in your wardrobe, an elegant person always ensures that they pay careful attention to look their best at all times, whether they are inside their house or in public. But for the sake of this video, we're talking about the public. An elegant person never goes out of their homes with their hair unkept, with their clothes unkept, with their shoes unkept, regardless of the amount or the quality of the outfits you're putting on. An elegant person knows to always look very well put together because you don't know where life would meet you. You don't know who you would meet when you're heading out. You don't know who you will come across. You don't know who's going to judge you. So an elegant person always knows to look put together. And of course, when you look put together, you feel very confident in yourself and you're able to do things with a sense of confidence, as opposed to when you're looking disorganized and unkept and maybe you bump into somebody or something that requires you to actually be put together, but you're not looking put together, you start to hide and be, that's not okay. So an elegant person never looks unkempt or disorganized in public. The next point on my list that I've put down here is an elegant person never dresses inappropriately or provocatively. Now, a lot of people actually dress this way because they want to get some form of attention. They think that dressing this way is going to get them all the attention. And I'm actually talking about ladies in particular. Like they think that when they are really overly exposed or showing some of their goods and services, that they would get all the attention in the world. And then this point also includes posting provocative pictures of yourself on social media or on the internet and letting everyone see it. There's nothing classy about you posting pictures of yourself, or there's nothing classy about you dressing provocatively. An elegant person knows that dressing appropriately is a major yardstick to living an elegant lifestyle. So you see all those trashy outfits that you have, go throw them out if you want to be considered a truly elegant person. Even if you must show skin, show it with a sense of, don't show a lot, show it with, and leave a little to the imagination. Don't just bear it all out. Show a little, like a little cleavage will do. Your slit should not be overly long. You shouldn't put on bomb shots that are so tiny that the middle part is sucking into your private area. That's trashy. This next point on my list is actually one of my favorite points. An elegant person doesn't make crude body sounds. What do I mean by crude body sounds? Body sounds like when you're yawning, you go, everybody will know you're yawning. Or you are cracking your knuckles, like you're doing this to your fingers. Or you're going, when you want to, there's one that people do that I hate. When you want to, you're having itchy ears and you go, how do they even do it? You go, let me try. How do they do it? You go, Abby? Yeah. I can't even do it. Like that sound, like you use your throat. You know, the throat and the ears are kind of connected. So they use the throat to scratch their ears. How? Why? Don't do that. A truly elegant person does not engage in gossip and backbiting, especially in public. This one is for both the guys and the ladies, because I've actually seen a group of guys sit down. Hey God. I went to this place some time ago with a friend, and right beside us were a bunch of 3 guys who sat there, and from the beginning of their conversation till the very end, till they got up and left, the topic of their discussion was a mutual friend of theirs who they didn't seem to like. They kept saying all sorts of nonsense, rubbish things about this person, and from the conversation, they were calling this person their friend. I'm like, if this person is really your friend, why are you saying nonsense about this person behind their back? Why not just go and tell them what you think of their nonsense behavior? And then what they kept saying was, not be me go tell him, not be me go tell him, I'm not going to tell him, I'm not going to tell him. But if you're not going to tell him in front of him, why are you talking about him behind his back? What impact or what value or what use is that conversation that you're having behind his back if you're not going to walk up to him and tell him what you think he's doing? That's absolutely wrong. So elegant people, truly elegant people, do not engage in gossips and backbiting. Truly elegant people do not go behind people's backs and say nonsense, rubbish things about them that makes the people they're talking about look very bad to whoever they're talking about that person to. Okay? So don't engage in that behavior. It's negative behavior. If you must talk about someone, you better be uplifting and bringing that person up instead of bringing that person down. If you must talk about them. If you are not bringing them up, zip it. Don't talk. A truly elegant person is not noisy, especially in public, even in private. Don't make noise. A truly elegant person is not noisy. You go to a public place, for example, and your voice is the loudest. You're literally causing commotion and attention because you're either laughing so loud or talking so loud. You get so carried away that you're talking so loud. Your voice is like you swallowed a microphone, like one of my friends would always say. Keep your voice really low, especially when you're having conversations with other people or you are in a place where there are lots of people there, and sometimes you can get carried away. Maybe you go to a social gathering, maybe an event. Sometimes there was a particular time I remember I traveled and then I met up with some of my friends at the restaurant. When they came in, because I was so freaking excited to see them and just like I was so excited to see them, I literally forgot myself. And I'm like, oh my God! Like I screamed so loud. Everyone stopped and stared at me. I felt so freaking embarrassed. Because I was overly loud, I could have comported myself. But that came from a place of I wasn't seeking attention. I just was so freaking excited to see my friends. And I was overly loud. So that was wrong. Because I wasn't considerate of other people in the restaurant at the time. And that was very wrong. So an elegant person is never loud. Whether you are in a social gathering or you're just in a serious gathering, keep your voice down. Okay? And then if you find that you are loud, you decide to be loud, maybe unconsciously, make sure you apologize to everyone in the room, okay? Thank you. Next point on my list is a truly elegant person is not an attention seeker. The people who actually always want to do everything for you to notice them. They want to be all up in your face, all up in your business. A truly elegant person is not an attention seeker. Let me tell you something about true elegance. A truly elegant person will get all the attention in the world without seeking it. Does that make sense? You don't have to do anything to get attention. By just being elegant, calm, quiet, refined, polished, you would get all the attention in the world. Elegance is rare. Not everyone is living an elegant lifestyle. So when someone is truly living an elegant lifestyle, you will notice. You don't have to do anything to seek attention. So don't be an attention seeker. Don't stop trying to do things that will get people to notice you. Just work on your confidence, develop more elegant skills, and then you'll get all the attention you need without even trying. This next point is for the elegant women in the house. Now, a truly elegant woman does not chase men or throw themselves on men. Don't do the chasing. Men are natural hunters. I'm sure you've heard that 1,010 times. Men are hunters by nature. They want to be the one to do the chasing. When you are the one doing the chasing, what you do is you cheapen yourself. You devalue yourself. And you don't give that man that satisfaction. No, men actually crave this satisfaction from knowing that they actually put in some work to get you. That's real, true, high-value men. They want to be the ones to chase you and get you. Because it's the man that finds a good thing. It's not the woman who finds. Stop chasing men. Stop it. Stop. Let them be the one who does the chasing. And at this point, I think I'm also going to say, I think it's actually very classless. Classless. And I'm using that word again. I think it's very classless for you to be the person who makes the first move on the guy. Don't go into a guy's DM asking him that you think it would be nice for you guys to go out. I find that thing very distasteful when I see a girl coming into a guy's DM and saying, why? I say this because sometimes when I post my male friends on my social media and my male friends come and show me the amount of girls, I'm actually being real, the amount of girls that come into their DM asking them out. And then the guys are like, Winifred, why is your gender behaving so? Why are they so thirsty? Why are they so desperate? It's amazing. I make a post on my stories and my friends are getting over 20, 30, 50 girls in their DMs saying they want to go out with them. That's classless. Let the man do the chasing. And let me tell you something, as an elegant person, if you want to be the one to do the chasing, there is a stylish way to do it without actually being like you're actually the one doing the chasing. I'll give you a perfect example. This is an example I always like to give when somebody even asked me this question very recently. So I wanted to get someone's attention. Not that I was chasing. I mean, I'm in a relationship, but I wanted to get someone's attention. But I didn't want to be direct about it. What did I do? Let me give you a simple tip that you can use. And this tip would work if you're a high-value woman working in the uniqueness of your purpose. And of course, it is very clear on your social media page. So I wanted to get this guy's attention. What did I do? The guy was obviously a high-value man doing his thing. He was quite popular. And I wanted to get his attention for whatever reason best known to me. I just wanted to have fun that day. And then what did I do? Instead of going into his DM, which I had every right to, because if you come on my page, you know that I'm not someone who is thirsty or looking for a man. By what I do, you can already tell that I'm not that kind of person. So I could have easily gone into his DM to do that. But because I'm not classless or I have taste, what I did was I just went on his own page, liked a couple of his pictures. I think I liked about 10 of his pictures. I saw 2 of his posts that resonated with me and I left comments under the post. I just left comments under the post. One of the posts I really, really liked and I shared it on my stories and I didn't even tag him. When I shared the post on my stories, I wasn't even trying to get his attention with that one. I really, really liked the post and I wanted to share. But what I did was I just liked about 10 of his posts at the same time, and then I left comments on some of them. Guess who was in my DM literally less than 1 hour after? I don't want to mention his name, but he was all up in my DMs. And that was how we started out a conversation and now we are still friends. I'm sure if he's watching this, he's probably laughing at me right now. That was how I got that guy's attention. And if I wanted to date him, we probably would be dating right now. So ladies, don't be tasteless, don't be classless. If you want to get a man's attention, don't just go direct. There is a way to be very smart about it without actually giving yourself away that you want that man's attention. Okay? Thank you. The guys watching, don't think that you're exempt from this list. This next point is for you. And I put down here that a truly elegant man does not view a woman as a sex object. A truly elegant man sees a woman as valuable, sees a woman as unique, extremely valuable and unique, and treats her and handles her accordingly. It's a low, less life class man that will see a woman and all he's thinking about is, sex, she'll be good in bed. Let me just knock him one. I'm like, what the hell? Winnie, why are you even saying such nonsense? Oh my God. A truly elegant man does not see a woman as a sex object. He sees her and handles and treats her from a place of respect, consideration, and compassion. Okay? A truly elegant man sees a woman as literally valuable and equal to him, and not as an object that he can use to satisfy his nonsense pleasure. The next point that I've put down here on my list is a truly elegant person does not adjust their clothing in public. This one is actually one of my major pet peeves. Like when I see, for example, you know when your zipper goes down, you put on a pair of jeans and then your zipper is down. And how do I showcase this one? And instead of it to just, you see that happen, stylishly walk to the corner or somewhere private and fix it. No, you will want to fix it where, how does that work though? Don't do that. When you even think that you should even feel very embarrassed that is even happening. Cover your body with your bag or something and go to the corner and fix it. Don't do it in front of everyone. Or you're trying to adjust your tie. Your tie is really awkward and you're trying to you literally open up everything and you're trying to adjust it in public. Or maybe a woman, you find that your wig has gone up to one side and then you're trying to adjust it in public. No, if you've noticed that, excuse yourself and just go to the corner. Let me give you an example. Let me give you this. I think this is a little bit off point, but I think it's still a little bit related. I go to this girl's baby's naming ceremony, and as I was coming into the ceremony, a lady was coming out of the ceremony. She was literally just coming out of the gate. I'm not kidding, true story. She was coming, as soon as she stepped out of the gate into the street, what did she do? She just yanked her wig off her head and she's like, she just yanked it off and held it in her hand and walked to her car. Girl, you were already so close to the car. Why did you do that though? Why didn't you just wait till you get to the car? I know sometimes wigs can get very uncomfortable and that day it was really, really hot. But yanking your wig in public like that, have some class. Okay? So don't adjust your clothing in public. When you find that something has shifted and you want to adjust it, find a private place to adjust it. Or just go to the corner, maybe tell someone to shield you and adjust it. Don't be like this in public, or you're trying to button up and you're showing everybody that yes, something has happened to your button. Don't do that. Thank you. The next point on my list here is an elegant person always has the right posture. An elegant person doesn't sit carelessly, doesn't stand carelessly. I know that I've promised you guys a video. I know that I've promised a video on how to have the right posture when you're sitting, standing, and doing different things. I'm definitely still going to film that video so that you know exactly how to sit elegantly, how to stand elegantly. The reason why I haven't filmed that video yet is because I actually need a man. I need someone who will stand in for the men in that watch us. So I don't want to just come and show how a lady should sit or stand, because that's what I'm good at. I'm not good at how a man should sit or stand. So I'm waiting for someone who would stand in as a man. And I've reached out to someone and he's actually we're just having conflict in schedule. That's why we haven't filmed the video yet. But as soon as our schedule just merges nicely, then we'll definitely film the video for you all, okay? But an elegant person doesn't just leave themselves recklessly and has a very bad body posture, okay? An elegant person never has a negative or an aggressive attitude, especially in public. Like you're always very moody, like not just never in the mood. Everything is just irritating you. Everything is just pissing you off. Or when you want to say something to somebody, you say it in a very aggressive way, like, I better get out of here. Nah, fam, no, don't do that. That's not true elegance. True elegance does not permit you to be negative or aggressive in public. So be very mindful of the energy that you're putting out when you're in public, and be sure that you're putting out only positive and nice energy that actually attracts people to you. When you're always positive, in a positive, high spirits, you would have people attracted to you. But when you're always full of negativity and aggression, people will run away from you. They won't come to you. They won't want to come near you. Thanks. A truly elegant person does not eat and drink recklessly in public. Especially those who think that you can walk on the streets and you're eating something, maybe a piece of meat pie or something, you're on the road as you're walking. No. A truly elegant person does not eat and drink as they walk on the road. You find a place, you sit down and eat and drink whatever it is you want to drink. And then when you're eating in the approved place for an elegant person, also be mindful of how you chew. Don't chew loudly, don't make chewing sounds, don't chew and talk at the same time. Don't have a lot of food in your mouth when you're talking. I'm working on a video on dining table etiquette, and that video would actually explain this point extensively and show you what you must do and mustn't do when you're eating, especially in public. So we'll upload and share that video when we're done with it, okay? Now to my very last point. Now this one is actually I'm not sure I should be saying this point, but I think it needs to be said because I've been in a place where someone did this thing and literally it was the most. I still have a little bit of trauma from that experience. I'm not even kidding you. Like whenever I think about it, it just makes me very irritated. And that is, an elegant person doesn't fart uncontrollably in public or private. Some people think that because of maybe there's more than 4 or 5 people in the room, nobody will know it's them. They just release that nonsense gas. Don't do that. That's the tackiest, most disrespectful thing that you can ever do to yourself. So when I'm in private and I feel the need to fart, I go into the toilet if I'm close to the toilet. I go in there and I fart there. I don't even fart around me because I love myself enough to not expose myself to that nonsense smell. So I go into the bathroom and I fart there. Not to talk of when I'm in public. When you're in public as an elegant person, find a place to go and fart where there's no one with you. Or you hold it in. Thankfully, the body is designed in such a way that you can hold your fart in. It's not okay to fart in public, whether you think people will think it's you or not. It's not okay. That's disrespect and very toxic. Yes, it's that deep. Don't ever fart in public, okay? An elegant person never farts in public and even in private. Go into the bathroom and fart if you must. I know a lot of people will not agree with me on this one, but it's not okay. Even, I find sometimes people would say to me, oh, well, Winnie, what if I'm comfortable farting in front of my spouse? Or my spouse is comfortable farting in front of me? Well, that's a different dynamic. And if you both are comfortable farting in front of each other, I wish you all the best in your endeavors. But once you are out of your house and you're in public, please don't be farting. Don't do that, please. Don't do that, okay? That's all the points that I have to share for today's episode. I hope that you have learned a thing or two. And if you think there are other things that an elegant person should not be doing in public, now will be a very good time for you to leave a comment in the comment section down below and let us know what those things should be. So before I finish up this episode, for those of you who know me as the culinary expert, I love to cook. I have another channel called Delicious Foods. I'm the foodie. I actually started out life as a culinary expert where I just show people how to make different delicious and exciting recipes. If you don't know about that channel, I'm going to leave a link in the description box down below so you can go follow me there just in case you're looking for recipe ideas to create on a daily basis. And I also recently just released my first cookbook called Winnie's Sizzling Selections. It has over 100 recipes and it's the only cookbook that you'll be needing if you want to level up on your healthy eating journey. Yes, if you ever have wondered what to eat on your healthy eating journey, you need to get this book so you don't have to worry yourself a day about the healthy recipes that you should be eating, okay? So get a copy for yourself. It has a paperback and the hardback. I'm going to put a link in the description box down below. If you're interested, you can pick a copy for yourself there, okay? All right, family, that's all I have for you in today's episode. I'll see you next time with another video. Until then, remember to stay elegant.